Skull friends, welcome! I'm so excited. The clock is ticking. I'm super hype, and I can't really contain it anymore. It's almost upon us. It's so damn close, and I'm freaking the fuck out. I can't sleep. I drink coffee all the fucking time to just keep myself awake. I haven't slept in 48 fucking hours, but I'm super fucking excited because Starbase is coming out soon. Oh my god. You know, I was hyped like this before for Cyberpunk. I spent so long looking at all different things. I even got myself a comic, a book, a hardcover thing, and just a whole bunch of other garbage because I was so fucking hyped. I was gonna buy almost every collector's edition type that you could get, like all the different types of ones, and keep them on my damn shelf. That's how hype I was. It was the same thing with Dark Souls 3. I actually got 3 different collector's editions that had 3 different things. And I got a statue too. That thing's pretty dope. But I was hype. Dark Souls 3, it was amazing, lived up to the hype for me. But Cyberpunk, that's the completely different rodeo there. That's literally a line to disappointment. That was where I ran my head into the fucking ground because I was just so tired with all these different releases coming out, and they were trash. But enough of my rant here. We're talking about a game that's extremely ambitious, and we're talking about a game that is not releasing as a full-fledged game. It's an early access alpha title. With that being said, I want to give you guys a checklist because I come from games like Star Citizen where I understand what I'm getting into when I sign up. So I need you guys who have not played in the alpha to have an idea, at least a different lens or a different perspective on what's actually going to be going on the release date. Now, with that being said, the first thing I really want you guys to understand is this is not a fully polished game. I know a lot of you are looking outside and you have not gotten the alpha. You're just sitting like me, staring with your face pressed up to the fucking window, waiting to see something cool and waiting to be led into the damn store, but no one's going to let you in until the release date. I can understand it, but you are not getting a fully polished game. You are getting something that is still bare bones, still being worked on, and planned to be worked on for quite a bit. Like I said, I come from Star Citizen, where you essentially wake up in your bed, die, wake up in your bed, oh look, nothing's loading, die, wake up in your bed, fall through the floor, die, try to go to the elevator, die, spawn your ship, sorry, can't spawn your ship. Oh, well, I'm gonna go look for my ship. It's not in my inventory anymore. Guess I lost my ship. Better contact customer service and wait 3.5 hours to get my ship back. This is the kind of stuff that I'm used to at Star Citizen, and it's what I signed up. But sure, I'm allowed to complain, and the one thing I want to move to is my number 2 is, at least I'm a tester. At least I'm the one who is sitting there trying to find bugs. There was a series of 2 bugs that were pretty game-breaking in the beginning of Star Citizen, at least when I was playing. One of which I made a video about, which was the ROCs, which is a little mining vehicle that you can drive around. Well, unfortunately, something fucked up with the physics for the ROCs and caused them to spin uncontrollably every time you got into them. It was absolutely insane. So I made a how-to video on how to ROC mine, and it was just literally a compilation of the fucking thing spinning like crazy. The second thing was breakdancing. I called it breakdancing. You would essentially just walk over the threshold of anything, walk downstairs, any shit like that, any movement, and your character will start fidgeting like crazy on the floor, spazzing out, and then spinning uncontrollably. Now, it sounds a lot like the first one, but it's just 2 bugs that were pretty much game-breaking. Like, you couldn't do anything with the breakdancing. You had to die. There was no solution. They even gave you a solution within their customer service that just said, kill yourself. So, honestly, I'm used to it. There was just a recent bug during one of their events where you walk downstairs and die. You literally just clip your ankle on the stairs and you die. It happened all the time. You would spend 35 minutes getting down to a planet, run through the starport, and run the wrong way down the stairs. You die. But, yeah, sure, am I frustrated about it? Of course. But the first thing I did was report the bugs. That's what I need you guys to do. I need everyone who understands what they're getting into, or even people who don't understand what they're getting into. Report bugs. Document bugs. The quicker that you guys report these things and the quicker that they get through these bugs is the better your game is going to be in the long run. If they can easily slide through 5 different bugs that you guys just discovered and move on to something else, they're going to be able to push out more content for you rather than be stuck in a QA test mode and not know what to do. It's our job as a alpha tester or early access tester to be able to test the game. I understand that right now with early access titles, this is like this weird fucking thing where, you know, people are constantly releasing early access and then adding more content to it. And that's like the norm in society. I remember back then with Xbox where there was Star Wars Battlefront and I had to get the CD. There was no updating it. I wasn't connected to the fucking internet with my little Xbox. There was no updating it. That was their golden image. When they released that CD, that game, it was fully done. And they only took how long? Maybe 4 to 5 years to come out with the game. So you gotta understand that, like, I'm used to games being fucking done and not constantly updated or having shit added to it. You know, you want a polished game. So that's what you expect. But unfortunately, we're in a day and age of early access titles where we have to have these companies come out with these games and then they add more and more as time progresses. It's the same thing with Star Citizen. Star Citizen went to Kickstarter without even having any sort of base game ready. I remember further in with Star Citizen where they finally released the hangar mode where you could actually see your ship. So you could go in and start pressing buttons inside your ship. That was it. And now, look at it. It's an extremely immersive game. It's great. It's fun. Yeah, sure. Does it have game-breaking bugs and is everything fucking frustrating and do things break constantly? Yeah, of course. But is it an immersive experience that you really can't get anywhere else? Of course. That's why I love the game. So test these things out. Go and look for bugs, look for problems. Ram your fucking body into the side of a wall and see what happens. Because if you can iron those out for the company, and I understand they have a QA team and that's their fucking job, is to make passes for quality constantly to make sure everything's going good. But once again, it's our duty. If we help out, that means they're going to grow. If we don't help out, it slows down progress. Now, on the topic of progress, this is something big. I came out with some previous videos and I was trying to be as supportive as possible, telling people, look, I understand there's delays. I understand this or that. You know, let's unify. Let's stick together. We are supposed to be together on this. We're not going to be enemies. You know, we're trying to be on the same page. We understand that delays are upsetting, but we need to be on the same page. We need to be working together to help these guys build a community and move things forward. And that's my biggest thing, is you guys and every single one of you guys out there need to help build this community. You need to help strengthen it with a positive atmosphere. Lots of positivity. Just throw that shit out there. Try to be supportive for these devs because they don't come out with a game and then just expect a community to just pop into existence. They expect years, months, whatever, however much time of building up a community to finally release a game so that people can flood in and then invite more people. They're relying on you. You, the person behind the screen, they're relying on you to help build the community. Don't be negative. Don't sit there and say, well, I don't know when the fucking delay is going to happen again. I'm going to be really fucking upset if it happens again. I don't even think I'm going to play. I'm just going to go play Elite Dangerous or something. Don't do that. That's bad. That brings negative garbage to this game, and that really brings other people down. If you keep spouting garbage saying that these developers have let you down for the last time and you're never going to play again, then you do not need to be here. You need to be playing something else while you cool down. Then come back with a different mindset. What we need is positivity. We need people to work together to build the community. We can't have something like Star Citizen where people come in and out constantly. The player base is constantly fluctuating, and you really don't have that much of a solid community, save for several streamers and YouTubers that are constantly playing, and then some other fringe people who have stayed for a long time. You can't have a community like that. What we need to think of is longevity. We need to think of a community that is going to last for more than 2 months, 3 months. Let's take a look at recent games that just came out. You have Chivalry 2, whose player base and viewer base on Twitch has plummeted so hard after their release. Yes, they released maps from the beta, but there were so many bugs and things going on, including a social bug that didn't allow people to invite people to parties, that it just died out. There is also not enough content to keep people coming back. Star Citizen, it fluctuates constantly. People complain about there not being enough game loops for you to be able to do anything, and you get bored and leave. That is another example. But what we need to do here in Starbase is we need to make our fun. We need to make our game loops. It's something I did in Starbase where I ran around doing rescue missions with my friend in a Cutlass Red, as I wanted to be a medic. And there was no medical gameplay other than stabbing yourself with a fucking syringe or dragging bodies. That was it. When I go into Starbase coming up, I already have my game loops set. I have things planned. I have story planned. I have lore planned. If you guys want to check out my previous video, I'm building lore for the game based around a religion with my organization. This is what I'm doing to keep the community alive. And I ask you guys to do it too. Add lore, add fun to the game. Get in there and do something rather than just sit there and complain. You need to be productive. You need to do something positive. And if you do not have a positive mindset behind it, you need to take a step back and you need to reevaluate what you're doing. It's not healthy for anything. You cannot go through life being negative, and it's something I've learned. My previous videos, there's a lot of things where I'm shit talking a lot of stuff. I do not like doing that. It does not make me happy at the end of the day, and I can understand my faults. But at the end of the day, no one needs that negativity. If you're having an issue with FROZENBYTE right now, and you do not want to deal with their BS that you feel like they're putting you through, take a step back, reevaluate your position, and go do something else for the time being. The game is always going to be there. But when you want to approach Starbase, an ambitious project like this, you need to step in with a positive mindset and try your best to work together with other people. Togetherness, unity, and positivity is something I want to preach about this game. Because if we fuck up this community, it's going to turn into a toxic cesspool. Specifically, let's name off some games that have some really nasty, toxic atmospheres. League of Legends, that's one big one, and it's a competitive scene. You're going to get it in Call of Duty too. Star Citizen has a huge chunk of people who are just nasty. Mortal Online was a whole nother ballgame too, is one I tried to get into, and it turned out that was a really bad choice because everyone was just so damn negative and nasty. I tried to be positive on a community post I did, and I just got shit on. And yeah, sure, you could say, oh, well, you're not prepared for the fucking internet. Nah, I don't want to fucking waste my goddamn time reading some stupid shit-ass DMs someone send me about I should kill myself. Like, why is that worth my time when I could be spending it around a community that actually supports me? And that's what I want to say, is this community will support you, the viewer, the player. If you support them, you need to work together with other people. You need to have a positive mindset. I cannot say that and stress that enough. Once this releases, go in, have fun. And if it comes time to you feeling negative about it, either be constructive with it or take a step back. That's all we need to do. As far as the rest of my checklist goes for you guys getting ready for this day, and I'm going to go through it quickly too. If you're bringing friends, make that group manageable. All right? You don't want kids running around and not being able to wrangle them in and they don't know what the hell's going on. Watch some videos and get some context of what's going on. And if not, join their Discord, ask some alpha players what's happening. You need to know what you're getting into. This is not a fully polished game. And with that being said, have fun with it. Make your fun. Enjoy yourself. That's what you need to do. It is a game that you're going to spend your hard-earned time on, so why the hell are you not going to have fun? You need to have fun. If you're not having fun, once again, take a step back, reevaluate your position, and move on. What we need is to work together. Let's build a community that's great, that's amazing, and supportive of each other. There's a lot of you who are full-time workers out there who spend their time working at a job that they might be stressed at, and when they come home, they want to enjoy a game with other people. They do not want to enjoy a game that is toxic and nasty, so we need to expel that from our community. We need to work together to build it up in a positive manner, and we need to support these devs to make one of the greatest games that is coming out. It is an ambitious project, and I wholeheartedly support where this is going. With no doubt in my mind, FROZENBYTE, I know 150% you guys will not let me down. And with that being said, you guys take care. I'm Solar Polar Bear. Stay frosty.